Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I hope you are doing really well. I'm going to light some incense right now. It is such a gorgeous day here. The lawn's just been mowed, so it looks amazing. And I've had the sprinkler on, so the grass is really green. It's just beautiful. I think this is a Money Matrix incense. It smells really nice. Anyway, I'll show you the card I pulled this morning. It's really nice too. It says, "Your word is a lamp for my feet, a light on my path." I like that. I like that. Both of my beautiful children are asleep at the same time, winning. So I'm just going to do a message right now. Please excuse my finger. I've been doing all of our beautiful gardens, and so much so that I was cutting and I've got a huge blister on my finger. So that's why I've got a band-aid on it. It does hurt a bit, but all I've been putting on it is organic honey and just the band-aid. And it's really already healing after 2 days. So it's really good. All right, okay, what do I want to talk about today? What do I want to talk about? I want to talk about gratitude and why gratitude is really important. Because we hear that all the time, be grateful, be appreciative, but what does it mean? Well, gratitude is like a vibration letting the universe know that that you're grateful. So, and this is something I had to learn in some of my darkest times, and it's being grateful. So even if things are really difficult for you right now, and I am sending you love if they are, be grateful for the lesson, be grateful for the season you're in, the season of becoming. Even if you're not exactly where you want to be grateful for every little thing. Now, I'm not saying be grateful for abuse or anything like that, but we do go through those situations to strengthen us. So be grateful for the strength, be grateful for courage, be grateful for the food in your fridge, be grateful for your car if you've got one. Be grateful for your phone if you've got one. Be grateful for your TV if you've got one and it's something you watch. Be grateful for your beautiful children. Be grateful for your health. Be grateful for the beautiful... I live in one of the most beautiful places in the world. And honestly, I'm so grateful for it every day. The rainforest, the coast, the beach, it's something that I'll always remember no matter where I go, and I'm always grateful for that. So you can't simultaneously be grateful and hateful at the same time. So choosing to be grateful is so important, okay? Because coupled with your intentions of what you want, even if it's not where you are right now, is super important to keep rising. So as I said, if you're in a less than ideal situation, find things to be grateful for no matter what, and keep setting the intentions of what you do want. Keep praying for strength, keep praying for what you want. Don't stop any of that, but always be grateful. So let's say you're at a job that you really don't like. Well, keep putting out the intentions of what you do want and ask for the strength to get you through, and be grateful for the fact that you still have a paycheck to, let's say, pay your bills or pay your rent or put food on your table or whatever it is, right? Even if you live with someone that you don't love and it's not an ideal situation, I just yawned then. So if it's a bit of a bore to you or you feel discontent, Be grateful for what it's teaching you, for your strength, for be grateful for what it is that you are grateful for, okay? Now, this also applies, and this is this is triggering, okay? And there are people in my life who do this, and I don't say anything because there's no judgment, but, it is a tricky one. Now, we all suffered during COVID in terms of everything being shut down and taking huge financial losses and, industries getting shut down and people's livelihoods and all that, right? And I definitely struggled with I think a lot of us struggled with that, because it was like, well, how can you be grateful for something so tyrannical, is that the word? Tyrannical, where we're basically being forced without, our sovereign right. And that is what they did try and do, right? And I went from earning 6 figures in a high-paying career to literally overnight our industry getting shut down, like the industry that I used to work in, basically overnight. And I moved from Sydney, because you can't live in Sydney unless you, especially where I was living, you cannot live in Sydney unless you are, you have money, right? And that goes with everything. Money makes the world go around. Money is an energy. Money is amazing. Money is beautiful. But it was the first time I ever had to apply to Centrelink, and I was like, I don't want to be on government benefits, because I don't think that the government has anywhere near our best interests at heart, and there's a lot of darkness and corruption in the government. But I had to find it within myself to still be grateful every time that, I think it was a fortnightly small payment in comparison to what I was getting paid. I still had to find the strength within me to be grateful for that, because with that money I was still able to purchase food and pay bills and stuff like that. Even though it was extremely limiting, it was still there. And then I tried to be really grateful for having downtime, and for resting, and for healing, and for processing, and for taking time off. And I moved to a regional town from there, and when permitted, I literally went to the beach, which was half an hour away from that spot, one of my favorite beaches ever, still to this day. I literally drove to the beach, and I sat there, or I sunbathed, I grounded myself in the earth, the trees, the sun, it was just incredible. And so even though, everything else sort of wasn't happening, I was super, super grateful for that experience. And, we only live seasons once, and then, we move on. So we have to be grateful for it. And what I see a lot of, and is, and there's people close to me that I know, that are sort of on the bandwagon of, F the government, and the government are doing all this corrupt stuff, and they are, and that is absolutely true. And there's a lot that I know that hasn't even come out yet, and all of that. But you cannot simultaneously hate the government and hate on them and just all of that, whilst then collecting Centrelink benefits or welfare benefits, and taking that money and using it for yourself. Because it's kind of Are you hateful or are you grateful? It's a bit like, it's a confusing, it's not, it's like what? It's like one end is like the extreme and the other end is the extreme. So, you know, I'm not here to judge anybody because, you know, I've had those feelings as well and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, you can't like hate on the government and just hate everyone and hate everything and then simultaneously take, if you know what I mean. So, you know, we want to be coming from a place of love, even through difficulty or challenge, whilst striving for what it is we do want and remaining positive, and because that's going to attract like what you do want, and that's going to tell the universe no matter what, like that's what you're reaching for. So please know that gratitude is an extremely important emotion and feeling and frequency and vibe to put out there. Now, to those people who are saying like I've been in truly some of the darkest situations that, you know, a lot of people wouldn't have even survived. I'm not saying that because I'm a victim. I'm not. I'm just saying, before you say like, how can you be grateful in that? I get it. I totally get it. But I promise you, the more you can be grateful for, even if it's just being grateful for you're waking up that day, you're strong enough, you're able to get out of bed, or you're able to breathe, or have running water over you in the shower. Like, please find something to be grateful for, because gratitude is a very beautiful and important emotion and frequency to emit. And it does bring us more into alignment with love versus the opposite. So yeah, I just want to say, please keep up your grateful attitude and prayers and love. Okay, I'm going to pull one of these Joyful Abundance cards because I just love the word Joyful Abundance, the words Joyful Abundance. I just think it sounds so sweet. And I actually got these cards as a gift from someone that I am very grateful for as well. So there you go. Here we go. What's this? Aww. I don't think I've ever pulled this either. My visions for a beautiful and inspiring life are blossoming as I follow my gilded inner guidance. That's really nice, actually. Like, that's really beautiful, and I think in line with what I was saying. So, yeah. I hope that message finds whoever needs it, and I am sending you lots and lots of love and blessings and peace.